That's right, the compass points. Yeah. See the compass points now? We want to, one of the things neat about New Albany, it's the crossroads. You can get to any place in central Ohio from New Albany. Isabella's going to show you how to get to Columbus. Ready, Isabella? All right, here's your clue. Show them where to get to Columbus. Yeah, right there. Would you ever want to go to Sunbury? Okay, show them where Sunbury. Look at the map. Oh my goodness. Oops, I got the wrong button, didn't I? Oh, okay. Show them Sunbury. You back up a little bit, they can see it. Show them Sunbury. How many have ever been to Johnstown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look. Do you know what road is? Yeah, Isabel, show them what road to go to Johnstown.
I'm the mayor.
Here's blue. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Wait, I got to push the right button. Oh my goodness. There, Johnstown Road. How many have been to Newark? Yeah, that's how you get to Newark and Granville. Now, the big, have you ever been to Canada, Isabel? Okay, Reynoldsburg? Well, you show them where to go. It's just here. Show them where to go to Reynoldsburg. Down the Reynoldsburg New Albany Road. Now, Gahanna. Okay, your mom works there. If you want to go down, show them the road to go to Gahanna. All right, let's give a hand for Isabella, the daughter. Okay. All right, now, gotta watch my time here. Class, this is what it looked like 30 years ago. And look at the Ely house. You see the Ely house down there? Oh my goodness, what happened? Where are the houses? There are no how many know where the Church of the Nazarene is? Yeah. Look, it's no houses there, okay? Now look, all the houses. How many live in Amsterdam Village? That's where your house is. How many live in Fenway? Lampton Park. Planters Grove. How many live in Windsor? It's all roads, see? Okay. Now class, we're going to talk about natural resources. And I won't be able to show you all these things. It's too bad I ran out of time here. But we talked about a natural resource. Can you live without it?
No.
Can you, what are the most important ones you can find in New Albany? I need this young man here to help me. How many need to breathe? Is air, what is that, to breathe you need what? Can you find a bag of air in there? Plants to eat. Oh no, the plant, all right? Here's what's your Christmas tree. And then if you have all these things, you can have plants. And you need wildlife. I don't have wildlife, but how about corn? Can you eat animals? Or how about an apple? So you need food, and you need trees to build a home. Okay, thank you. Thanks, I have all the things to make the Ely house, but I don't think I'll have time. Let me then show you, thank you for your help. Okay, now class, the native Indians. If you were an Indian, would you live deep in the woods, or would you live near a stream?
A stream in the woods. A stream?
Yeah, because look what you can get near the stream.
Water.
Shade from the sun, air to breathe, water to drink, right out of the water, plants to eat. And how many caught a fish in your life? Okay? That's good to eat. Now this is what New Albany looked like just 1800, a couple hundred years ago, right? And the Indians, did the Indians live in teepees here? No, they didn't actually, because look, there are no trees. They just carried the poles with them. And there are no, here's what they lived in Ohio. Longhouses made of trees, okay? And then when we from Europe came along and Africa, the native Indians left this behind. That's how we know they were at the Rose Run behind the Ely house. How many have the arrowheads? Okay. Yeah. And now later we learned how to build from the natural resources of clay and build bricks and stone. They got their water from the creek, the Rose Run. How many of you ever drank from a bucket in a well? Yeah. Okay. How many drink from this? Yeah, it's cleaner, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this is where I wanted to make sure you knew. Did you know there used to be a big lake behind the Ely house? How many knew that? Big lake. Yeah, in classic. Big lake. Look at this guy up here on a dam. They built a big dam, and it's filled up to make a big lake. Look at this, kids. There's the Ely house, and it was a big lake. And this was a smaller lake, swimming pool, but look at this big lake. Okay, and there's the dam. And look at this. They grew apples. Lots of apples, and they used a water wheel to pump the water. They had apples. See that there? The lake. And look what else they did. Look at this. There's the lake and the channel. Look what he caught. Fish. And look at that nice hat. I'm going to get one of it. I do wear suspenders, okay? And this is back way almost 1925. That's about 85 years ago. Okay, now look, if you wanted to swim, did you go to the Township aquatic pool? No. Where did you go? You went to the lake. That was behind there. And look, there's the Ely house. And there was a barn and a chicken house or a chicken coop. Isn't that a neat picture? Those pictures are 100 years old. Now watch this. The lake even had boats on it. Isn't that a neat boat? It's made out of 4 boards, square, and that's Aiden Campbell and Jean Campbell. There's the Ely house and the barn. And here's the dam, Class C. In 1915, they had a water wheel, and it's real old, and it was in good shape. The water, when it rained, turned the wheel, and they could saw wood and pump water, I think. But look what happened to the dam over the last 85 years. It fell, a lot of it fell down. See that there? Okay, and what happened is, do you ever see the Rose Run? It's kind of muddy at times, it's kind of brown. What is that in the water? Mud, yeah, and that mud kept coming and stopped at the dam, kept filling up the lake, and pretty soon, this is what it was like to swim in Crystal Lake that was now, I call it Muddy Lake. Oh. Huh? That's what it was like. You'd sink down. Huh? Okay, and mud behind the dam. So what we did, we took the dam out. Okay, and now look at, you might be in this picture. How many have been in the Rose Run? And it's wading and things, see? And the camp and everything, you caught things. So we took the dam out, got rid of the mud. Okay, and it's the... We have time for any questions? 1 or 2? Oh, okay, we got time, okay. Yes. How can you tell how old that, like a 300-year-old tree is? Uh-huh.
And there would be rings on the inside, and no matter how many rings there are, that's how old the tree is. And if the ring is this thick, that means there's a lot of rain right here. And then if the ring is thin, that means there wasn't too much rain.
Where did you learn all that? Did you hear what she said? If you cut a tree down, how many have seen rings on a piece of wood? And she said, if it's real thick, it was what happened that year. It rained a lot. If it was real thin, they had what they call a drought, where it didn't rain much and it was real thin. Now, every mark or ring represents how long?
How old?
What length of time?
What length of time? Because does a tree grow very fast in the winter? No. So the ring is where the winter was. So from winter to winter is how long? Take your time.
From one winter to another winter, how long is that in ring?
Take your time. You actually,
1 year.
1 year, that's right. And how many rings would be if your arm slowed down during the winter? How many rings would you have on your arm? How old are you?
How old are you? So how many rings would you
How old is she?
have? 9.
9 years. If you grew like a tree, you know, like this finger here, more. But you don't slow down in the winter, do you? You're not like a tree, okay? Any other questions? Yes?
Was anyone alive like during the
Ice Age? There were people alive, but the glacier came over real slow, so all the people had to get ready and move to where it wasn't glacier, you know, like West Virginia, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, because if they stayed where the glacier was, it would basically, like a bulldozer, destroy everything. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, that's what happened. So the glacier really made New Albany. And you know what it really left back? You know why there were so many farms here, kids? Because the glacier left behind all this good soil that was ground up and we could grow corn and wheat and things, okay? I didn't get a chance to show you all that, but any other questions? All right. Well, you've been a great audience, and I really appreciate you all being here. So, did you learn anything new today?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's all done now.